it's week 7, or I'm 7 weeks. It's not week 7. I'm actually filming in week 8, but this is week 7's video. And by the end of week 7, my little baby is now the size of a blueberry. Of course, blueberries vary in size. I have a whole slew of them here, and some of them are really tiny, so I'm not sure. I mean, I think it's 1 centimeter, so whichever blueberry is 1 centimeter is how big my baby is. This week was harder than the previous weeks. It's getting to be more like real. Everything is really intense. I've been feeling really winded and out of breath when I like just get up to do like daily activities of living, you know? I mean, if I'm at the mall for like an hour, I'll be winded. My nausea was unbearable, so I had to start taking more diclectin. So instead of taking like 4 a day, I'm now taking 6 because it was the only way for me to even like eat fruit. Otherwise, I couldn't eat anything. Because of that, I haven't been gaining the weight per week that I'm supposed to gain, but it's still really early on, so I'm hoping that this nausea will be clear by the 2nd trimester, and then I'll actually like gain the appropriate amount of weight per week that I'm supposed to. All Christmas, I was very sick. On Christmas Day, I felt terrible. Christmas Eve, I felt terrible. But it was nice to feel sick because I was at my grandma's house, and my grandma has like all foods that I love. She had tons of fruit and lots of juice, which is like what I've been living off of. So it was nice to kind of just like not have to worry about like what am I gonna eat like when I can eat, because she had lots of stuff, and she even went out and got soup because I started to be able to stomach soup, so that was good. But on Christmas Day, I had to lie down after we opened gifts, and I pretty much missed the whole evening with people because I couldn't do it. My breasts are definitely bigger, as I've said before, and they're a lot more firm, but the situation is getting very tight. Like, I feel like I need a mom bra now, and I don't know where to get a mom bra, so it's just a little bit of a tight situation for now. I have to figure out where to get a maternity bra, if there is such a thing. My acne cleared up and then came back, and it's just been a nightmare of, you know, it going away and coming back and going away and coming back. It might just be something I have to live with for the rest of the 9 months. I don't know. Supposedly my HCG levels are supposed to peak in trimester 1. So at the end of trimester 1, maybe my HCG levels are gonna trickle down a little bit, and then maybe I'll see a difference in like my skin. I had a lot of mixed emotions over Christmas. Yeah, I mean, I was happy, I was sad, I was angry, like all in one day. And I haven't really been having mood swings, but on Christmas, you know, this year was a little bit different because it's the last year where it's gonna be just me. So there was just a lot going on in my head, and I was just overthinking a ton of things. So by the end of the night, I ended up bawling and bawling and bawling to my grandma. And, but yeah, I mean, I guess I just needed to cry. There's nothing I can do about it. I am exhausted like never before. And I know I keep saying that every single video, but like every single week I'm very exhausted, and I think surely I can't be more exhausted. But then another week comes and I'm more exhausted. I'm so exhausted now because I'm not eating as much that like I'm dizzy, and it's just like really hard for me to leave the house because I can only be up for so long, and then I feel like I have to go back to sleep. And this happened yesterday. I tried to film this video yesterday, and here's what happened. Hey guys, so I was going to make a video today, but I just cannot. I need to go back to bed. I am so exhausted. Walking is a chore. The muscles in my uterus hurt. I have no breath. This part's a TMI, so TMI if you're squeamish, look away. I've been very, very, very constipated. It actually was really bad because the one day that I did have to have a bowel movement, it was very, very, very painful, and there was actually quite a bit of blood in the toilet. It's all good, everything's fine, but for a moment I was kind of freaking out a bit because I didn't know like where it was coming from. If you know anything about like pregnancy and you know like there's a risk of miscarriage in the first trimester, so I was kind of thinking like, oh my god, please no, please no. But I was able to figure out that it was from having my bowel movement, and my doctor said, you know, I just have to keep eating more fiber. But I've been eating a ton of fiber because I've been having a lot of smoothies and fruits are rich in fiber, so I'm not sure what's going on, but at the same time, like, my body is going through a lot of changes, so I just have to try and manage some of it the best that I can. I've been having the craziest dreams. Like, it's not like dreams that I had when I ovulated, those that lasted like a few days. It's literally every time I sleep, whether it's a nap or whether it's a sleep in the middle of the night, every single time I fall asleep, I have a crazy, like, ridiculous dream, okay? Like, every night's an adventure. I never know where I'm gonna go or what I'm gonna be doing in my sleep. And I always wake up talking to myself. Like, I've been talking a lot in my sleep lately because I wake myself up. Like, oh my god. I've had to go through the process this week of switching over from fluvoxamine to sertraline. I forget whether sertraline is Prozac or Zoloft, not sure. I've been on it before, so it's a similar medication to fluvoxamine. It's still an SSRI, so it's still not a high risk medication. So I've been slowly weaning off fluvoxamine and getting onto sertraline. So that's going well. I don't have any side effects because they're so similar. I went for my first ultrasound this week. Okay, not my first, really it was like my third, because I went for one and they couldn't see anything, and then I got an ultrasound done at the hospital because I thought I had an ectopic pregnancy, blah blah blah. I went for like a official one now. Like, they could actually see the baby. I got to see its heartbeat. Like, as soon as she zoomed in on the screen and I could see like the little like bulge that was the baby, I could see its heart flickering away, and it was just like, it was such a beautiful moment because I was like, oh my god, it has a heart. Like, it has a heartbeat. Blood is like pumping through it, and like my heart is now pumping blood for two, and it's like, I don't know, just really exciting. The heartbeat was 118 beats per minute. I think that's about normal. The ultrasound technician said it looked good. She said there was a good position, and that it was 0.7 millimeters, I think. It was almost a centimeter, and by that measurement, I was 6 weeks and 4 days, so 2 days behind what I thought I was. So yeah, and this is a picture. This is, so this, like, sorry about the glare, this shape is my baby, and this, like, round oval thing in the center, that's its heart. Isn't that incredible? Like, I have a picture of my baby's heart. Like, so excited. I also purchased a book this week, too. This obviously isn't sponsored, seeing as, like, I have a very tiny amount of followers, but it's the Pregnancy Beginner's Guide, and it's actually really helpful to know what's normal, like, week by week, rather than me just having to, like, Google stuff and find things that I don't need to see. So yeah, I mean, I don't know why I didn't think of getting, like, a book about it earlier, but I might get more and start, like, reading about, like, parenting books. And finally, my due date is August 18th, which there's another YouTuber who's pregnant at the same time as me, and her due date is actually the same day, so that's kind of cool because I'm going like right beside someone who's going through the same things, and it's like really, really, really cool. So that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for watching my videos. I've been getting like a lot of support lately, and like I so appreciate it, like you don't even know. I'll be making week 8's video very shortly in a few days, so stay tuned for that. And I do have ideas for other videos as well. I have very little energy every day to even like do normal activities, so once I kind of start to feel a little bit more up and at it, then I'll make these other videos that I have planned. Okay, thank you. See you later.